2018 Honda Civic two-door, we are replacing the front brakes and rotors. Now, before we start on the project, let's go to the engine bay and check the brake fluid reservoir. Because when we compress the piston later, the brake fluid will come back from the line and will fill up the reservoir. So make sure that you have ample space for additional brake fluid. If this is full, you might need to transfer some brake fluid on a glass or a brake fluid approved container. Because if this is full and brake fluid rushes back, this is going to overflow. So we're just trying to prevent it from overflowing. This one in particular has space, so we don't have to remove brake fluid from the reservoir. Let's remove the brakes. The brake caliper is held up by two 12mm bolts, but you only have to remove the bottom one because we can swing this out to remove the brake pads. Use a 12mm socket or ratchet wrench to remove the bottom 12mm bolt. Okay, let me see if I can use a modified cheater bar. There you go. So there's a 12mm bolt. Now we can swing this up and remove brake pads. Now let's remove also the metal retainer clips on the brake pads. You simply push them outward. 1 and 2. Then pull out the brake pads. Surprisingly, these are still thick. I don't know why they wanted to replace this, but oh well, we're here. Now for the brake caliper bracket, we have two 17mm bolts that we need to remove. So use a 17mm socket and wrench to remove them. Okay, I need an extension for this. Okay, I'm gonna need a bigger pipe. Actually, give me a second. And the top one, I'm hoping you can still see it, even though it's kind of hindered by some of the parts. Alright, I gotta move the camera because it's in my way. Okay, I moved it a little bit on the side so I can put my cheater bar on the caliper bracket. Alright, slowly. Okay, it moved. So let's get it out. Okay, with the caliper bracket out, let's move the bracket and the caliper out of the way. Now make sure that you put it rested on something and don't let it hang by the brake hose because we really don't want to strain the brake hose further. There you go. It's a good spot. Now let's remove the rotors. To remove the rotor, we start by removing the retainer screw. So hopefully this is not stuck in place. Okay, make sure that you don't round it out. If you can, get a bit that would match as much as possible the star on the screw. Alright, this fits well. Let's hope it releases. Alright, we're lucky. There's our retainer screw. Now, just a quick tip. If the rotors is stuck in place, you can actually screw in an M6 bolt in these holes, and when you screw it in, it will push the rotors out of the hub assembly. But luckily we don't have to do that because this seems to be loose. So we're just gonna wiggle it out. There you go. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the old brake pads and the new brake pads. The old brake pad still has some meat on them. But compared to the new one, of course the new one has more meat. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the old brake rotor and the new brake rotor. Make sure you take out the sticker, just to be safe, because we don't want this to cause issues later. So off camera, I used a metal brush to clean out the hub. It didn't need it, but since I'm here, might as well. Now let's install the new rotor. Align the rotor retainer clip hole on the rotor so we can put it back. Okay. Some people don't like putting this back and just completely taking them out, but it's here, might as well use it. There you go. Okay, I'm just gonna get this in snug, not too tight, because we really don't want this getting stuck. We just want it to hold it in place. Oops, no, in a second. Why did you fall? Now let's put back the caliper bracket. Now before I put back the caliper and caliper bracket in place, I'm gonna push back the piston first. I'm using the old brake pad to push it in. So with your tool, you just squeeze it in. Now if you recall, I said if your brake reservoir is full, you have to monitor it so that it doesn't overflow. I'm looking at it over the engine bay and it's still good. Alright, as you can see, the caliper piston is flushed in place. Now let's reinstall the caliper bracket. I'm gonna add some tread lockers on the treads to help it stay in place. Usually you use blue tread lockers, but I have red right now, so I'm just gonna use less than what I normally put in. Start by hand tightening it first so it doesn't cross thread. Sorry, I might be blocking because I can't see it right now. There you go. Now hand tighten both threads or bolts first so that they're evenly in. Now torque the bolts to 80 foot-pounds. The new brake pads came in with new hardware, so we're going to install the new hardware. But first we got to take out the old one, so use a flathead screwdriver and just peel out the old hardware for the brake pads. Now inspect the base of the hardware where it's gonna sit, and these are still clean. If this was corroded or some corrosion that's on there, I'm gonna clean them out, but these are still clean. So we're just gonna slide in the replacement hardwares. We just push it down in place. And the new brake pads came with grease, so we're gonna grease the brake hardwares and the ears of the brake pads. Okay, just a little bit so it glides smoothly, but not too much that it's gonna attract dirt and debris on it. This also helps in avoiding metal-to-metal friction. Now remember, the brake pad without the brake pad wear indicator goes to the outer portion of the brake caliper. You just simply slide it in. And this is the one with a brake pad wear indicator. So this one goes to the inner portion of the brake caliper. Ta-da! Now put back the brake caliper.
A few moments later.
So slight re-editing because I forgot to put the metal retainer clips on the brake pads. So to put this in, you gotta squeeze in and put on the brake pads. This is gonna be slightly challenging because as you can see, it is pushing it outward. This is what pushes the brake pads outward so it doesn't grind on the rotor while you're driving or when your foot is not on the brake pads or on the brakes. So it's fighting me. There's really lots of tension here. So I didn't expect this with this much tension. Okay. Holding the bottom part, putting the top one in. Well, attempting to. Okay. Holding it in, and I'm gonna put down the brake caliper. Yay! There you go. Now we're gonna put back the caliper ball. I'm gonna add some tread buffer to help it stay in place. Too much. Right, if you put too much, just pipe it a little bit. And start by hand tightening it so it doesn't cause tread. Torque the brake caliper bolt to 25 foot-pounds. And we're done on this side. Do the same procedure on the other side as they are a mirror image of each other. And that is how to replace the front brake pads and rotors on a 2018 Honda Civic 2-door. Thank you for watching.